I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, because I'm trying to make me a bite to eat before I relax for the day. So, and I'm on my other phone, so I hope to not have any interruptions. But let me read this. Randa, you might want to stay for this too. You might want to stay for this too. But Audra. I guess first of all, I'm gonna tell you, I'm too goddamn grown to be playing your kid shit. I'm too goddamn grown, Audra. But I'm gonna read this long ass comment that I actually just saw, right? I literally just saw this. I'm flipping through my phone, right? Putting my little funny thumbnails up. And I'm making me a bite to eat right before I relax. But I'm gonna read your shit and I'm going to address your shit piece by piece. I'm gonna break it down to you about Pap feelings and your feelings. Okay? I'm gonna break this shit down for you. You go by and started your whole dialogue of bullshit, because that's what it is. Straight bullshit, because you don't know nobody. If I didn't know it before, I know now that you are a gatekeeping for infamous Sylvia. Yeah, you can relax and chill here for a minute. Let's talk about your opening statement. Let's talk about your opening ratchet, raggedy ass, inconsistent, incompetent ass, fucking premeditated fucking theory statement that your ass opened this bullshit up with. If you did, first of all, that's your mistake. If you didn't know better, like I owe your ass a motherfucking thing. I don't owe you shit, Audra. I don't know you. And at this point, after I get done reading this, I'm kind of glad that I don't know you like that. I'm gonna have to block you now. I'm gonna have to block you because something is wrong with you. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna help you understand why I be tickled pink, laughing my ass off because it's people like you that wants to go and talk and type this type of bullshit to me. I'm the wrong motherfucker for you to come and type some shit like this to because you should have asked yourself, which is pretty much all around this community. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Her feelings, this feelings, your feelings, they feelings, or none of that. I got my own life going on over here, girl. If you think that Papoose is sitting out here worried about an Audra being in her feelings and on her fucked up ass research about the freedom of R. Kelly and siding with other people who feed your ass a bunch of bullshit about an R. Kelly, then you got another thought coming, honey. You got another thought coming. But let's continue. Because you says that if you didn't know it before, I know now that you are a gatekeeping for infamous Sylvia. I'm not going to ask you to prove anything because I already know that you can't prove nothing. So that would be just stupid of me to do so. But what I am going to say to this is, bitch, shut your punk bitch ass up with this bullshit. I am a gatekeeper of Papoose. I am a gatekeeper of ONEPAP. That's what the fuck I keep at the gate on. Not now, another person out here. Have you lost your damn mind? I don't cut a check for Sylvia. Sylvia don't cut a check for me. Sylvia is not on my insurance policies, on my mortgage, on my bank accounts, on nothing of sort over here. So what exactly, I said I wasn't going to ask you, but I answered your question to that. So all of these years that you have been following the R. Kelly case, see, this is where you absolutely messed up with me when you want to put R. Kelly in your bullshit, in your simple-minded ass theories. This is where you completely go left with me on. Leave that man out of your hypocrisy, your premeditated theories about who's this and who's that and who's over here and who's on fucking first. You need to go sit your ass down now. Something wrong. So, and part of the R. Kelly sector, Kel sector, you haven't wanted to know about Sylvia's financials. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, Audra. Why in the fuck would I care about Sylvia's finance? I'm going to tell you, like I said in several of my lives that I just did. R. Kelly has attorneys that he chose, that he hired, that should have way more concern about a situation that you people are out here saying that has happened to him than you motherfuckers. You want to know why, Audra? Because I don't give the more you type these 8,000 fucking words over here, bitch, you still ain't gonna free R. Kelly. And you can get your feelings out the game because last I checked, feelings don't free a motherfucker either. So if you think that I give one fuck about Sylvia finances on what she did, who she stole it from, where she, bitch, is you crazy? Is you crazy or not? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Because I think you're crazy. But that's exactly what you typed. You haven't me. I haven't wanted to know about her finance. What the fuck for, Audra? What is it going to do to me? Benefit me how in the fuck with what? Which way? What? Bitch, had I sat down and drawed out the fucking blueprints for me to get involved in what the fuck Sylvia is stealing or then gave out or then did whatever, bitch, I'm gonna make sure I be a motherfucking millionaire behind that shit. Bitch, I don't waste time on bullshit. Fuck is wrong with you? Oh, why would I need to sit here and investigate some shit about Sylvia goddamn credit cards or the defense fund or whatever the fucking fund it was? R. Kelly had attorneys to do it. So if it meant so much to you and you thinks that it might have meant that much to R. Kelly, then you explain to me why the fuck isn't R. Kelly out here with a motherfucking major lawsuit on people that is presumably have stolen or did whatever the fuck they did to him. See, this didn't happen to me. So why in the fuck am I on a research motherfucking hunt? To do what? Sound like fucking idiots like you and the rest of these motherfucking banana boat ass people out here? Is that what you want? Because that ain't what Pap do. I don't need to come out here to speculate anything about what happened in, around, up, over, underneath Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's life. You know why? Because he knows and he was there. He's the only person that needs to be talking when he's ready to talk to save his goddamn life, and not you people. Not you, Audrey. You need to take several seats back, honey, because right now, leave it up to you. R. Kelly probably get a whole nother damn 30 fucking years. Fucking with you, you talk too much. Okay, but let me move on. I didn't want to know about her life. Why would I need to know? You a cuckoo ass motherfucker. Bitch, I don't even want to know what the fuck Donald Trump got in his motherfucking shit. I hear it on the news. I know he did some crooked shit with the rulers. I know he went bankrupt. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what he got in his account and where he got it from. It's not my problem. You ever heard of that slang? Mind your business. Mind your business, but you can't. Why did she need to meet Demetra Smith in July and August, and then your goofy bitch ass gonna put a question mark behind there? You asking Papoose that? Girl, you should not know to ask me a motherfucking question. I'm gonna give you a clean, clear, cut English version fucking answer. Bitch, I don't know. I don't motherfucking know, bitch. What in the fuck is wrong with you? Go and ask your boy Bookham. Ain't he got all the goddamn answers for you? Hell is you asking me some goofy ass shit like that? I'm gonna read your question. Let me get my. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That burger was nice and juicy, Audrey. Holy cow. Okay, but let me finish this and then I'm gonna eat. Let me finish this. I'm gonna go outside. Girl, you got me. Audrey, you got me totally effed up and the wrong one, honey, to fuck with on this R. Kelly shenanigans. What else you see it right here? You hungry? I got you, boo. I got you. Why did she need to meet Demetra Smith in July and August? I don't know, bitch. Why in the fuck is Bookham on the phone calling Johnny too? Huh? Why he on the phone calling Johnny? Ask yourself that. If you think that Sylvia was the only one that went above and beyond of the call of fucking duty out here, then something wrong with your ass, because they all did. Everybody put their little peace treaty shit going on. Mark did every goddamn thing. But this is you. Why she did whatever with Demetrius. Girl, sit down. How did she have the money to be gallivanting from state to state? Bitch, hold on. Let me rub this motherfucking genie lamp in here and see if this bitch will spit an answer out for your ass. Fuck do I look like? Your goddamn thesaurus? Fuck do I look like? Your encyclopedia? Fuck makes you think where I would get an answer to that from? Huh? Where, Inspector? Huh? Where do you think that I have an answer for you on that question? How did she? Anybody in the chat got an answer? Or anybody feel like telling Audrey to sit the fuck down and mind her damn business? Because you have my permission to put that in the goddamn chat today. This is uncensored. It is what it is. Because, baby, when I read, I was like, what? Let me reread this. Oh, it's at to you too, honey. I added you, and that's something I don't usually do. I just come live and get to talking. How did she have the money to be gallivanting from state to state? I don't know. Maybe her mama gave her some. Maybe her sister. Maybe she shook a tree and it fell off of there. Maybe she sold some ass. I don't know. Either way it goes, all I can tell you when I want to answer this, for me to sit there to answer this to you is, bitch, I don't give a fuck where she got the money from. That's as we know that. We know that had he paid for the car, I guess we can answer, well, yeah, she had that money from there. She also been doing the goddamn YouTubes with the cash apps and the super chats. You ain't seen those, or you been blind to those, huh? Because they were giving her a lot of fucking money over there, so maybe you missed that part. Maybe you missed that part. Maybe she got some best friends or some homie lover friends that you don't know about. I don't know. And I'm not going to insinuate anything for you at all. You talking to me like I know these people. Galvanizing from state to state while on pretrial. Where were you on pretrial? Where were you? Still locked up? Where the fuck were you at? Fighting your case? Fuck what you doing? Don't come out here 5 years later want to ask where they was at and who they was with and how much money. Had your bitch ass not been locked up, maybe you could have been involved and been finding out a bunch of shit starting from 2019 and not 2024. Sit your ass down somewhere. While on pretrial, released from a heinous crime against her. Here you go with some more bullshit that ain't my business. Heinous crime against her disabled adopted minor daughter. Didn't these people come out here and talk about your heinous crime with you cracking a ninja over the head with a fucking 2x4 and a metal bat and some goddamn bricks? Didn't they do that? Didn't you have to argue and fight these people off of your back and explain yourself about, oh no, it wasn't about another woman and it wasn't about this? But here you are passing judgment about somebody else's personal goddamn life in a situation probably where your ass wasn't even born yet, or you was still walking around in fucking Huggies. What the fuck? And you're questioning me about something with Sylvia, about a goddamn daughter that I don't know shit about. Are you crazy or are you stupid? But somehow you like to freely throw that out there. And if the way that I look at it, while you throwing hers out there, then maybe you should put in here, well, however, I'm aware that I beat a ninja across the head with a metal bat and did how many years with a fucked up ass attorney that you had to fire. Won't keep putting your story out here. Don't put shit out here that you want me to pass judgment on to someone that I don't even know. Put your own goddamn story out here so I could pass judgment on the words coming from the horse's mouth. The fuck? Sylvia claims a minor daughter. Like I give a fuck about what went on with Sylvia and a minor damn daughter. That's between Sylvia, the people in her home, or whatever law that got involved, and all of them other people, not a goddamn papoose. I don't live under Sylvia's roof. None of that. The only time that I would have been concerned about it is when I want to click on the news and I'd have seen it on there and be like, oh my, well, that's crazy. Who would do that? And you know what else I do after that, Audrey? Because I don't get deep in other people's shit. I turn this goddamn news off and I go on about my goddamn business. Understand that. But no, you won't hear with this whole I feel like I'm in my feelings ass fucking type of mood bullshit that ain't going nowhere and addressing it to me. whom Sylvia claims had been passed around from age 2 to 4 by her biological mother, who is now deceased. And what are you going to do about that, Audrey? What are you going to do about it? Huh? You doing a citizen's arrest? What are you going to do about it? Or is it just a great feeling on talking about somebody else trials and tribulations? Is that what you like to do? Is that because, girl, you're sick? You're sick. Plus, according to the photos that Sylvia, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm reading. All of this bullshit right here. All of this. This is Audrey. You need a third goddamn job. You need something else to tie you over for the day. So, according to the photos that Sylvia showed on live, in which Sylvia once again docks Dana J here in 2025. Again, do it look like and sound like I give a fuck? They can dox each other until the goddamn kingdom come and the sun turns purple, and I wouldn't give a fuck. Do you see how you're trying to involve yourself into too deep into a fight where these two individuals were once friends? Those two individuals probably know way more shit about each other than your ass will ever know. Understand that part. See, you only hearing what's out here on this live because they are on attack mode against each other, which I don't give a fuck. I saw them having good times, and now they're going through their bad times. Eventually, Inspector Audra, all this shit is gonna fade away. They'll never speak to each other absolutely ever again. And here you are with your sad ass Kleenex motherfucking story out here telling me, out of all people, you mean to tell me that you couldn't find somebody out here that gives a fuck? Because I don't. Sylvia, where am I at? Once again, she docks Dana J here in 2025. Here you go with this information. Now you can get up off of your bitch ass and go down there to Clayton County and stand as a witness for Bookham, since you feel so strongly about the information that you're putting out here. Don't let Bookham Boy ride this boat alone by himself. You got all the answers. You know for a fact, right? Get your bitch ass up there in the court of law and raise your right hand to tell the truth, the whole truth, and then bring your supporting documents to support your fucking theory about you saying that that woman doxed Dana in 2025. Other than that, sit your bitch ass down. These photos show that Sylvia treated Ruth like the step adopted child she was. And that's your business. What the fuck you work for now? Child Protective Service? Is your Inspector Gadget a Child Protective Service? You're in your feelings. You cuckoo to the motherfucker. You over. What the fuck, Audrey? You need to maybe take you a few knockos and have your ass a Smirnoff Ice with lemonade. Sit your bitch ass down somewhere. This is crazy ass shit. Sylvia couldn't afford all of those Airbnbs. That's your business too, huh? Because it ain't mine. It ain't mine. I have a roof over my head. I can afford an Airbnb. You want to talk about Airbnb and what, who, and can afford? And if you're addressing to me, then bitch ask me about me, not about Sylvia. I don't give a fuck about Sylvia affording no Airbnb. Mind you, she never stayed in one by herself that I can remember, maybe one time. That no, not one. She went into an Airbnb with a group of people who was out there supporting her, where I believe that they all chipped in. You pay where you motherfucking lay. But here you go with this theory. Sylvia couldn't afford all of those Airbnbs. Well, hell, okay, that's not my problem, and that's not yours. That's the person who that chooses to sue Sylvia for staying in the Airbnb and not paying for it. Let them motherfuckers sue her. Fuck is you worried about it for? A hotel would have been less money. And that's not necessarily true, especially with me, bitch, because I'm bougie. And I've stayed downtown in at Chicago, bitch. It ain't cheap at all. That whole fucking weekend landed a great $1,000. Are you out your fucking mind? So sometimes it is cheaper to stay in an Airbnb. You can mess around and find a 3, 4 bedroom Airbnb comfortably for 500 or 600 for a fucking 4 days. Fuck is wrong? I guess you don't rent Airbnbs. I guess you don't stay in them, huh? You don't stay in them. I stayed over there in Florida in an Airbnb a whole freaking week and got that bitch for $540 some. You stay your bitch ass up in a hotel somewhere for 5 fucking days. Huh? You do that. See how much it costs without the amenities. Girl, something wrong with you. So, what else you say? Let's get into this part. She also had to give a card to Dana J so that they can finish paying that car off. And she won't be the first motherfucking black American that done did it. She ain't the first. Somebody probably in your family that gave away something or and depending on somebody else to help them make a payment because they couldn't afford some shit. What is your problem? But because the way that I talk, you think that I'm gatekeeping for Sylvia. No, bitch. The truth just comes out how it comes out. And you don't have to be gatekeeping for anybody. It's just the truth comes out. And then you wants to come back and make your own fucking theory, a synopsis about somebody being a goddamn gatekeeper. But this is how y'all work out here. You ain't by yourself. Whole lot of people do it. A hotel would have been, where am I at? With Dana J so that he could finish paying that car off. Well, he didn't. According to the lawsuit, he didn't. The paper was put up in black and white. And I believe that paper. I believe that there's still a balance that's due on that car. I do believe that Sylvia won that fucking lawsuit on there for him to help start repaying on that car. The loan of which, girl, was a high interest. There goes some more bullshit that you putting in here that I don't give a fuck about whether if it was high, low, or balloon the fuck off this earth. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I'm trying to understand your message. So there was the money for these Airbnbs, gas, food, etc. coming from coming from when she was stalking R. Kelly. Don't you put that bitch ass shit in no motherfucking legal paperwork. None. Don't you put this shit in there. See, Audrey, I've said plenty of times, it's always those wannabe intellectual ass motherfuckers that is the stupidest ass motherfuckers out here. That was some dumb ass shit you just said. That was some straight dumb ass shit. And you know how you fall into this dumb shit that you typing? Because you wants to go on and on and on and on and premeditate a motherfucking theory up. And somehow you get lost in your own shit. I'm going to read this shit one more time to you, Audra. She also had to give a card to Dana. That's so that he can finish paying that car off. Let's talk about that for a second, though, Audra. Because Dana J, had he been on his game, like he talked that shit, and had 2, 3 whips up in his driveway, like I do, bitch, He wouldn't have even had to take that. There was no need for now motherfucker who already has themselves in great position, established very well out here and surviving to even want to step out your fucking lane and say, yeah, I'll take that car from you, knowing in fact that he could not pay for that motherfucking car. That boy got more struggles than the fucking sun coming up at 5 a.m. in the fucking morning and the birds whistling while it's rising. Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying to you? That boy also struggled with Airbnbs, making it downtown, getting money from his people. But you don't have nothing to say about that. And you wonder why I say what I say, and then you come out here because of the way that I say it to think that I gatekeep for a motherfucking Sylvia. No, I say what I say because right now you over here typing this one-sided bullshit ass story in my fucking comments. I don't like doing stuff like this, Audra, at all. But I will address this shit when I feel like it. Do you see how I'm looking side-eyeing you now? See, gatekeeping, I can throw back at you. Are you gatekeeping for a Booker, a Dana J? Because you left out his side of the story. You can come out now and explain to the people why did Bookham even feel like he needed to take that fucking car? And I promise you it's because his punk ass ain't have a motherfucking car. And the car that he did have, which you just skipped all over that, right? He ended up getting a motherfucking truck. Did you know about that? Do you know about that lie? Do you know when the Levi, the cousin, the over there told him, man, take that fucking truck back? He took that truck back because he knew that the heat was going to come down on him right along the time when there's $1 for a king or what's the other shit? The defense fund. Bitch. But you don't have that story in here with yours so that, it can be a balanced fucking story. And you won't have to be looking like you gatekeeping for a motherfucking Dana. Understand that? See how that works? Huh? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. But you left that part out. Why did he need the car? Why the fuck did he need to call her to ask if he can move the date to a different date, bitch? You want to know why? Because he didn't have the funds to pay her or on the date that he need, and then Sylvia changed. Let me backtrack. Because the word on the curb, Sylvia needed to change the date also. She moved it forward. No, we need it now because I did so and so, whatever the fuck her business was about it. But at the end of the day, that whole car ass shit, I'm going to continue to laugh my ass off about it, and I don't give a fuck about it. See how easy that is? That's why I'm tickle pink. I don't fuck about no motherfucking a business transaction about a car between two people that don't involve me, but I'm going to laugh at it. I'm going to laugh my ass off at it. Do I hope that that woman get her fucking money for that fucking car? Absolutely, I do. Fuck yeah. Because at the end of the day, he didn't have to play her on the car on that shit. He could have played her with all that other bullshit that they do. But they took upon themselves and went on a business deal. But for this nigga to come back out here and throw that boof I lay out, it was between me and Ronald. It was between me and Ronald. I wouldn't have given a fuck if it was between Ronald, Burger King, Wendy's, or motherfucking Popeye if that was my husband. I got all authorizations to make a move on something like that, especially if I got money invested in it. Not only that, I'm sleeping with this ninja. You got me fucked up. I'm coming. Fuck wrong with you? That's called holding each other down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my man, husband, and whatever back on it. He don't want to move on it. We ain't finna let this ninja just walk away. I'll argue with my husband later. But we going to get what's due us. And that's just that. I don't care how nobody looked at that situation, but that's what his excuse was. It was between me and Ronald. It would have been between me and Ronald. Knowing Ronald, goddamn immigrant over there, can barely speak English, don't understand all this paper. You can take goddamn advantage of that damn man. Yeah, he was. Gonna talk Ronald out of his underwear if he could. Yeah, he would have. That's just how I feel about it, though. That's just how I felt about it. Sylvia couldn't afford. Where the fuck I bet with your bullshit? Talking about some high interest rate. All of them high. The credit card interest rate high, cars high, the housing is high, all the bread interest on that is high. Bitch, I just bought a loaf. 129. When I made it to the checkout lane, that bitch was 137 for a loaf. All that fucking money. Talking about some damn interest rate. Like it's a new thing. So, where was the money for all of these Airbnbs? The gas, the food, etc., coming from when she was stalking R. Kelly. You stalking him now. You just, yeah, subliminal about it, but you stalking him. Could it have been a federal government slush fund? Did you find it? Did you find the slush fund? Well, then you need to get on the mother sucking horn and call R. Kelly up, write him a letter, and tell him that you found his slush fund. I'm surely he will greatly appreciate it, bitch. What the fuck you telling me about Sylvia? That something in the goddamn slush fund. Go tell R. Kelly. Since Sylvia was paying rent rather than a mortgage, according to that bankruptcy. See, it's people like you sat over there, soaked all of that shit in from Wisdom Daughter, didn't you? Now it's become part of your fucking narrative, part of your story, right? When you have never lived with that woman. You don't know her struggles or her survivals. You don't know shit. And I'm not defending her. I'm telling you the story. I'm telling you a story. You are those type of people that I feel like I wish was a fucking roach so that I can walk on you and crush you. It's your kind. It's you. It's you. You are those kind of people. You're disgusting. You're not in that woman's home. Sylvia won't be the first one or the last one on this earth that goes through fucking struggles. She will not be. Bitch, they built bankruptcy courts, judges just for this. The system was already set up to know how to prepare for this shit. Whether if they wanted to give, like I said, Sylvia, 20 motherfucking thousand on 8 motherfucking credit cards, I don't give a fuck. Go the fuck shopping, Sylvia. Yeah, you're supposed to be smart enough to not burn them up like that and prepared to pay them back. Some people are, some people are not. But you never know who gets hit with a storm out here where that's all they have to rely on. Audra. Now, here you are repeating what somebody else's commentary was about pertaining to Sylvia, and then to put your own little turn to it. Is that what you do? Girl, go sit your ass down. She was paying rent rather than the mortgage, according to the bankruptcy papers that Wisdom Daughter posted. It reveals, listen, drum roll, please. It reveals, hi, Tawana, sweetie, that Sylvia's not only didn't have enough income for her own monthly bills, but that she, for certain, didn't have money to travel. What in the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China and you typing this bullshit in my comments to me? What does that have to do with me? Little do you know, Sylvia had a big following. Now, whether if you need to put your glasses on or not, I know good goddamn well that I saw super chats and cash apps and Sylvia ringing that bell like freedom from cancer over there, bitch. What the fuck is you talking about? So I only say that to say this. She was getting some money. She was getting some. Now, whether you need to know how much and what she did with it, you going to have to dial up 1-800 motherfucking infamous Sylvia and get your answer from her. Because I motherfucking don't know. Don't know. Well, other than the one time that she actually put out here of her making the $5,000. That's about it. And do you know I can piss 5 grand in an hour as soon as I step outside? Girl, it reveals that Sylvia not only didn't have enough income for her own monthly bills, but that she for certain didn't have money to travel. Sylvia was not a vlogger in 2018 nor 2019. I need somebody to please type in the chat to Audra, IDGAF in caps, please, while I continue to read this. So, why did Sylvia, I'm glad we at this part, why did Sylvia like Larry McGee, aka Deshaun Modelise, aka grown little boy, and aka a known federal government informant? Why did she like him? Well, let me be honest. Let me give you my honest opinion on this, even though that this is not my mother sucking business either. Larry McGee came out here, Drunken Larry, that is. I noticed that you left his AKA off here, but that's who I go by, right? All them other fucking titles that you just gave him, I don't give a fuck. I go by Drunken Larry, okay? Came out here addressing some of these people about how he can do some credit repair. What do I believe behind that? I believe since you are repeating some information that was dropped out here pertaining to infamous Sylvia finances, right? And her credit, her debt, and all of that stuff way from way back then, that maybe she decided, regardless of what his title is, regardless of how he was coming after R. Kelly, it's no fucking big secret. Everybody knows that. That you know what? I'm gonna have to set this aside. If he say he can do this and he can do that, well then Sylvia probably called him up and say, hey, I got about 10 grand of credit card debt. Can you show me how I can repair this? See, that's a personal side note between them if it went that way. And then here's a personal side note for you coming from this way. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And you stay. What do you want me to do now? Be in my feelings? Go cuss Sylvia out because Sylvia got some ties in with the drunken Larry, who is the known factor that came out here and put out a whole bunch of shit against R. Kelly. I got the keys. We got the bus drivers. We got the women. We got this. Okay. Didn't that shit make it down there to R. Kelly's attorneys? Huh? What was done behind that? Because that's your force down there. Those are your people that should have been. You did what? You, knocked on his door and put the cuffs on him. Not Papoose. That's not my job. That's not my job. But it sounds like that's what you kind of reaching for, right? You think that you can, what, put a battery in my back? You think in my back, you think that because Audrey is saying something in this fucking text that I'm supposed to be triggered to come out here to do what, Audrey? To do what? First of all, I only dance to pap beat. Huh? I only snap to my motherfucking whistle. Huh? I don't have leaders and groups and all of that shit going on. You ought to know that by now. I like some of them. I don't like some of them. But I ain't never got to get into a rivalry with anybody that I don't like. I can change faces and walk the other fucking way and keep on doing what I'm doing over here. That's what I do. It's not necessary for me to do it. But right now, I'm going to bite back at your ass on this shit here. So, why did Sylvia like Larry McGee? You go ask her. Far as I know, I don't think they like each other like that. I don't know. Everything, here you come, Ratchet Randa, baby. You're up next. everything, Ratchet Randa, baby, you post seems to tickle me down, she says, to the bone. On one hand, Randa is saying that she is pressing charges on Bozo for harassment. Yet, you told her, Randa baby, on your live that her entire channel was to set up to harass Bozo. I hate that I'm not on my live downstairs because God knows I would have popped my favorite video that Randa put out here with Bookham on that goddamn motorcycle. And I don't give a fuck what you would have thought, Audrey. That goddamn thing took me out. It is what it is. See, when you know what your problem is right now, though, Audrey, you can't handle the fact that these two individuals been roasting and going at it for years. Now, if you want to keep sitting there holding in what they've been saying to each other and twiddling your thumbs waiting to see who gonna do what to each other, then bitch, hold your breath. Go ahead, hold your breath on it. They don't move on your time. They don't put out here what you want them to put out here to satisfy a goddamn Audrey. And also, I can say the same thing about a Bookham. Like I say, you do one side stories. See, he also, see, you wasn't out here watching Bookham running in and up out of fucking courthouses. I see him every day. Put a one in the chat if I was following and talking Bookham every day after the chat, after I got off work in the dark, or put a two if I wasn't. Because that's what and you think that you know some shit. No, no, Audra. We know some shit. We seen it all. You just now start birthing into this community. So you a dollar late, honey. You a dollar late. Baby, I've been laughing since 2019 on all of this shit. Now I'm laughing at your shit. And then I'm gonna block you. At this point, even though Randa has since erased all of her videos, all of her posts are nothing but harassment. Are you going to go do a citizen arrest? Or are you just going to talk about it day in, day out, day in, day out? Well, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do about it, Audrey? What are you going to do about it? Or are you just going to become some of these people that's out here already? Just talk about it. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Because the more you talk about it, the more I'm going to laugh about it. It's like, does she have a brain? Randa, do you have a brain? Hey, Randa, do you want me to answer that, Randa? I think that I can answer that for you. And I think that I would say, of course, Randa has a brain. But the lion don't have a motherfucking heart. He's still going to the wizard. Is that right? The lion didn't have a brain. What was the straw man? Straw man was missing what? The tin man was missing some motherfucking oil. Everybody missing some shit. this bitch, this bitch got me reading this Wizard of Oz shit. Here it is, Joy. She ended up responding to a lie that I did. I'll show you the live in a second, right? So she says, at this point, first she said, it's like she's hey Randa, she telling me, Pap, but Pap, it's like she doesn't have a brain. Oh my. And at this point, Randa should have just kept all the way quiet. Else she might as well put back up her videos. I find it weird that you would be tickled behind this mess. in her feelings, Randa. She is mad because Pap do not get entangled in this shit, and I laugh at this shit. I believe, listen, this is, she believed. Now, she wasn't there, nowhere around, but she believed that Sylvia touched Ruth. And not just Ruth, Dallas as well. Y'all see this shit? Why do I believe this? Go watch the video that Sylvia posted over 2 years ago. The same one that she partially played on a recent live. And listen to what Dallas said about her father. Plus, Ruth was tight lipped about what had occurred between her and Sylvia because she literally has no one. Both of Ruth's parents, according to Sylvia, are deceased. The one person Ruth thought she had was her son's father, who turned out to be another abuser. This bitch done sat here and wrote a whole goddamn sequel. Hey, where you going? Look at his haircut. Where you going, man? Where you going, boo? I should know where he going. Look, he clean. I told you I clean. Ted be clean when them feds watching. Audrey, federal Audrey. You see Ted? Ted clean with your ass watching, girl. Yeah, he clean. Yeah, he clean. I have given her too many. She's blocked after this. This a wrap with her. I'm done with her. Where I'm at. The one person Ruth thought she had was her son's father, who turned out to be another abuser. She know this, right? Ruth spoke about the child's father because she feels betrayed by him, especially since she had to go back to the household of yet another abuser, infamous Sylvia, thinking maybe, just maybe, Sylvia will help her get on her feet and treat her better this time. Sylvia is the scammer. Wisdom's daughter proved that Sylvia has not only been scamming her audience. Hold that thought. The only thing that Wisdom daughter literally sat over there to try to humiliate infamous Sylvia on Audra was her debt from many years ago. And you call that proof, according to Sylvia, scamming. That's your proof. This is you saying that it has been proven by Wisdom daughter. I have been watching Wisdom daughter, and I have yet failed to see Wisdom daughter put any type of proof up on whatever scamming it is that you're talking about. Now, how do you relate Wisdom's daughter content pertaining to infamous Sylvia credit card debt load, right? To her being a scammer? Your parable is fucked up. Totally fucked up. Totally fucked up. I don't give a fuck about Sylvia saying she worked for this company and then she didn't work for this company. I don't give a fuck. Just the same way I didn't give a fuck about the catfish motherfucking degrees and all of this shit. I said that shit. I don't give a fuck. Because it's not the fact. The fact is that you people are trying so hard to do all of your fucking research pertaining to everybody out here. Granted, go and do that. But what I'm saying is when you interject an R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly's name in here, and I'm sitting here and knowing and reading all of this shit, he has attorneys, he has this, he has that, and they're not finding the information and making the same radical statements that you guys are making to go to arrest all of these fucking people, then shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. Because you guys are not going to do it. Now, are you? No, you're not. And I get it. R. Kelly blind to a lot of stuff going on. Okay, you got the information to him. What's been done yet? Are they building a case? What they waiting on? Huh? Because he's wrongfully convicted, right? Because Sylvia was a scammer, right? Right? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Now, what is he saying this shit? But that she was already scamming. What that word say right there? Personal life. Personal means exactly what it means. Personal. That means that is between her and herself and only herself and herself. What in the hell does that have to do with anybody else outside her closed doors arguing about her credit card debt and the credit bureaus? Huh? And the consumers or whatever. What the fuck does that have to do with anybody else? Whether Sylvia went out there to lie on a fucking application and they approved her for $20,000 at Macy's. Who the fuck? That's Macy's motherfucking fault. Y'all didn't catch the fucking lie. That between them. Next time, maybe they'll come out with some electronic machine on when they running the goddamn paperwork through that'll detect the fucking scamming and not your bitch ass. She won't be the first. Bitch, for the truth, tell you the truth, shit, I done moved the decimal point over a couple of motherfucking times. Bitch, I didn't want no motherfucking $5,000 credit limit. Bitch, I wanted 15. I had to move the decimal point around. And guess what that motherfucking machine said when I did that, Audrey? Approved. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Don't mean that you crooked, a scammer, or this or that. It's, I just moved it one. I just need to move it one at one time. Increase it a little bit. Increase. Ain't they said in church? Increase, increase, increase. Especially when I know this company wasn't even about to go check a goddamn thing. All it's got to do is look good on the paperwork. And I still rock that same goddamn credit card today. From goddamn 10, 15 years ago, I still had the same damn credit card. She had me cracking up, girl. What else the hell you said? Oh, yeah. In her personal life, there are politicians that are not FBA that are in trouble right now for doing the same thing. Well, Sylvia ain't no damn politician, a hairdresser, or a motherfucking car dealership salesman. Sylvia ain't nobody but a regular goddamn ass person like you, me, her, him, them, and they out here trying to fucking make it. So cut it out with your parables. Just cut it out. Just stop it. Now, that what she saying. That are in trouble right now for doing the same thing. Yet they have tried to deflect and turn everyone's attention to anyone else but them, which is the exact same thing that Sylvia did with the case pertaining to Ruth and with these other cases that she has been covering. How can you, she talking about me, y'all, how can you defend someone like that? Well, Audrey, let me explain that to you because you came out here and a swarm of goddamn bees was stinging your ass left and right, right? But because I seem to carry a piece of compassion in my heart and understanding, right, that shit happens. SHITHAPPENS all the time. Sometimes unexpectedly, sometimes by human nature, intentionally. See, when you understand life like that, it's you just kind of got to hunch your shoulders on it, right? So, but when I heard your story and those people start posting up your paperwork and going in on your ass and laughing at your ass. I actually showed a little bit of compassion. I actually tried to have a little bit of understanding that, oh my God, yeah, she got into this fight with this guy and she said this. And then you got your paperwork up on the TV. I'm reading some of that. You fired your attorney. You got locked up. You've been in jail for all these many times. So this sounds like your motherfucking ass need to scam some shit. Cause you ain't had no motherfucking money to get you no motherfucking attorney to get your ass up out. Look like you had to sit there and twiddle your motherfucking thumb waiting on the goddamn public defender to hear and go in there and adjudicate your fucking case. That what it sound like to me. But yet then you're on here now, you want to pass judgment on somebody who you're saying was broke, scammed, didn't do nothing, but you want to see where, she does whatever she needs to be doing according to Audra law. According to Audra law. Huh? You do know that in the book that the law reads the same. But when you are up in that courtroom and you're presenting it and you're arguing it, the actions of what you're reading is a little bit different from what it says. I'm going to let that sink in to you. Because sometimes all they need is just the actions of the person up in the courtroom to win a motherfucking case. Just like how they did with the R. Kelly goddamn case. See, they brought a lot of action up in there. Who were those actions? All of them goddamn bad act as damn witnesses, right? Did the law that's written in black and white says that they can and cannot, will and will do not what it fucking says? You think they gave a fuck? They found a way around it. Those black and white words. Yeah, they did. And it was wrongfully, according to the public out here, according to us being ethical, it was wrong what y'all did. We know that this is not standing on business. We know that this is not legal what you people are doing. But see, that's our presumption. You understand that? But when you dealing in the law, it's a whole bunch of twists and turns to it. It's a lot of dilly and dabbling in it, meaning that you don't know who, how they know who each other. And when you get on that other side of the motherfucking track, the same way you over there trying to have Bookham's motherfucking back, them law people gonna have each other's motherfucking back up in there, regardless of what the fuck that black and white word says in that book. Let that sink in. Educated bitch. Now, as I was saying, because I got to tone down a little bit. I got a little flustered here. How can you defend someone like that? Sylvia has been in everyone's business. Now, isn't that the pot calling the goddamn kettle black? It's people like you, Audra. I can respect you having your thoughts and your opinions right now up underneath your motherfucking breath. I can have the more respect for you then. Now, hold your shit. You need to hold your mule. You need to put it under your tongue. Put some cotton balls in your mouth or do something because you right now just exploited yourself of being the pot calling the goddamn kettle black. Sylvia has been in everyone's business, and so in the hell has Audra. Huh? Now you want to mirror your actions, huh? You want to take the whole the picture off of you, huh? Because that's how I see you in everybody's business. I would have not never highly ever expected your bitch ass up over there on who was that? What's her name? V. Lenore. Fuck is you all over there calling in for? Telling the same goddamn bullshit. What are you over there? You just can't sit in the motherfucking library quietly. You got to be the one back there rattling motherfucking paper and opening and closing fucking MacBooks, making a whole bunch of motherfucking noise. That's you. You ain't had no business, none, with your premeditated fucking theories up on that goddamn woman's phone call, which on her panel, which she clearly shut your ass down. I was over here like, well, Audrey, look like you're going to have to pick up your face and pack it up. Because you think that you can spit it, spin it, turn it, and twist it intellectually, and everybody's got to fall for your bullshit of lines, right? Is that what you thought? Honey, that woman put your ass on the 747 jet, reel the fuck up there. I was busting up. Sometimes, Audra, you just got to mind your business that pays you. But you hypocrite ass, your hypocritical ass sits here and types over here something about what you say. Sylvia needs to mind, has been in everyone's business. Over here, Audra, since 2018 and 19 and 20, 21, 22, all this shit since Robert Sylvester Kelly, everybody over here has been in everybody's business. So if you're going to put it out there, keep your story unbiased, and then maybe just maybe. But as of now, when I'm done with this, I'm blocking your ass. Get the fuck on. Because I would do this every day with you. And these people know when I feel like it, I will run 30 days on your ass. Just for the hell of it. Just to tickle me pink. And that when I log off, it don't mean nothing to me. So, has been, what the fuck you said? Sylvia, Randa, Larry. The list goes on and on. They dox people, pull their credit reports, get people fired from their jobs. Okay, let me see if I can go into this with you, Audrey. Let's hypothetically say that they do. They did. They will. Let's just say that, right? Let's say that they even done told you. They said it out their own mouths. They actually came out and did some apologies for that, right? Bookham did too. The only thing that you didn't see happen with Bookham was that he didn't pull up over there where Carol, what's her name? Diamond. What, is that right? I forget a lot of names, y'all. Miss Diamond over there. She called his ass out. Meet me at the park. He never pulled up. He also got called out for doing some things to her. She also called out the cousin for the Levi. Said that he put her niece up or something. So do you understand what I'm saying to you? This isn't just where it stops with Sylvia. This shit been going on for ever since everybody started coming out here on these freaking channels and sitting in the comment area, right? But you want to talk about how a person lost their job. How do you know for a fact that that ninja had a job, huh? How do you know that? I'm not even asking you no questions because I'm gonna move on from that, right? Let's call that a rhetorical fucking question because don't need an answer to it. Don't need you to explain it because over here is what's understood. Just don't need it. And I understood the whole fucking method. I watched all of this shit since they've been out here. That ninja ain't had a job worth fucking doxing. What she dox? Metro Petro? Because that's sure in the hell where he was. Carolyn Diamond, thank you, sweetheart. That's where he was. She doxed a Metro Petro having ass job. She didn't have to do much doxing. They were together. She was going over there where he was. She knew where he lived at. Now, whether he moved and all of that stuff, okay, different story. But let's talk about it. Go ahead, Audra. I give you permission to dox me. Go ahead. And then ask yourself after you do that, what are you going to get out of it? I'm still going to work where I am. I'm still going to reside where I lay my head. I'm still going to drive the vehicles that I drive and paid for. I'm still going to have the same bank accounts, the life insurance, the children. Ain't a goddamn thing you can do about doxing me. What? You going to know some information and come out here and put it out? Whoop-de-damn goddamn do. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make you feel better. What else you said on here? Pull their credit reports, get people fired from their jobs, they swat people, etc. And since you found that illegal to do, Audra, and if you're talking about your boy Bookham being doxxed, and you explain to me, why is it more so of your problem to talk about than from the problem from the people that it actually happened to? Explain to me why they haven't done anything. Why haven't they got off of their ass with this alleged illegal acts that they've done, went down to their county jail and had these people apprehended and arrested for the actions that you are in your feelings about? Huh? When that's going to happen? Oh, I'm in my feelings. Y'all should go do this. Oh. Wisdom's daughter did not hit below the belt. She simply gave us the information we all needed to confirm who Sylvia is. She gave you information about Sylvia's credit goddamn history. And you summed up to yourself on who Sylvia is. Okay. That's fine and dandy. Now, here's where I'm going to ask you, Audra, what is it that you are going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Because you the one got the problem with it, right? Right? You the one that have the problem with it. Now you should be able to go out there and prove that she stole this from a R. Kelly and she doxed this from a... What is it that you are going to do about it other than talk about it? That's all I want to know. That's what I want to know. When you find that answer, then tell other people, because then it'll get back to me. Don't come tell me. Just tell other people. Just tell other people. I don't even want to know. Cause somewhere, yeah, you kind of fucked up, girl. Yeah, you weird. You's a weirdo. Talking about other people are weird. Ain't no way in the hell, thanks, Miss Brown, that you will ever, Audra, have a one papoose over here deep in her feelings, losing control over my freaking life about somebody else's goddamn mishap. I've stated 1,000 times about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm sorry that so much has happened to him. It is his duty. It is his attorney's call to do what they need to do to come out here. Get all of y'all information, put it together, go up there in the court of law, present everything that y'all have, and then maybe he'll get out. I don't have the money that R. Kelly needs to obtain all of these expensive attorneys. I don't have that. I don't have those resources. No, I don't have those. I'm around the same age, a little bit younger than R. Kelly. I still got shit to do in my life. I do. I don't have that. I did what my heart sent me out there to do when this information dropped. When everybody came out here on this YouTube, or with all of these people that were involved around in R. Kelly's camp or home or wherever, all his relationships, his ex-wives, his new, I can, that's out way beyond all of our goddamn control out here. It's way beyond us. This is big. You think that we didn't know or we didn't realize when R. Kelly was sitting up there with a sequestered juror? You think that Sylvia was the only one that was down there in New York sitting in the trial taking notes? No, there were other people. There were other people's. One thing that I can tell you though, that she did find herself up in there with other people, and your boy Bookham found himself outside and dressed in pink and concrete with pigeon-toe goddamn shoes on, dancing. Didn't you find that wasn't that funny? Wasn't he tickling you pink? Cause I sure laughed the fuck off at it. Whole goddamn court hearing going on with his papa. He outside dancing down the chalkboard walk. Huh? He felt that it was necessary for him to run content with a camera and a microphone. And his daddy, his papa, is sitting up in the courtroom. Uh, mm. You don't find that suspicious? Because I did. I'm going to be sitting right up in there with my papa. I'm sitting up in there. At least I could be able to read through the eyes that I love you and I'm here to support you. He couldn't read shit from Bookham. Bookham was outside dancing to the popcorn beat, hot corn, Spanish corn, whatever corn beat they had going on. Now he was out there. Mm-hmm. So you can miss me with that shit. You can miss me with it. And next time you want to come to my doorstep with that bullshit, make sure you got you a whole bag of fucking money to take down there and hire R. Kelly, the best goddamn attorneys that your money could fucking afford to free R. Kelly. Other than that, you can miss me with the bullshit about who done stole this and who done stole that and who done did this and who done did that. Everybody in R. Kelly's camp or done been around him, done stole from him. And he's out here asking where his money is at. He wants to know where his residuals is at. You mean to tell me that he had absolutely no idea that he was missing $1 from somewhere, but he sure in the fuck knew that he left that bag of money behind that couch up there and told Jocelyn, just get the money. But the money was gone. See, right now I'm calling you out, all the goddamn constituents who were actually up in there and really did some shit to him. Not all these fucking people out here on this goddamn internet who done came out here with all these goddamn stories and narratives and bundled this shit up into a ball of yarn and got your goofy ass over there trying to unravel it. Because I'm not. I'm not. I'm not doing that. If you think that I was going to put in some footwork to really go see if that was his goddamn pappy, you got to be crazy when I'm sitting up here looking at there ain't nothing about God that gave them similarity in identity. That nigga was going through an identity fucking crisis, trying to be somebody at the peak of his fucking life by being up under an R. Kelly. You want me to go and unravel who the fuck this nigga is when I'm sitting here watching somebody who was supposed to be something like a fucking son chasing down a fucking sprinter with a bag of chicken and my pappy didn't let me in? You got me fucked up. I'm disowning him as my pappy quick. Hello, Dad. Something like a son. I brought your chicken. Who the fuck is you, nigga? They went broom, bitch. VROOM. Broom on that ass. What? You must have missed that whole goddamn episode with them goddamn Baltimore girls. Nobody out here knew them bitches but that motherfucking ninja. He sits right in your face telling you all of these other constituents that was in this R. Kelly camp, he knew them. Sylvia ain't said damn time about her knowing any damn body. You know what's disassembled this shit out here where they got to the level where they were and then took off into another different direction from each other? Them goddamn him too girls. They started seeing some things too that was shaky and wasn't right. And guess what? Just on the record, because it was out here, She took her videos down too, I believe. I haven't been on her page in a minute. But see, Bookham laid in their Airbnb too, bitch. What, he couldn't afford one? I'm just balancing your story out for you. If we gonna put it out there, you gonna put it all out there. Or cut it out with your half-ass fucked up research. Yeah, he stayed with them girls. They paid his way down there. Allegedly, that's what they said. But see, because Bookham feels like he resembles motherfucking King Kong the third, since he talked the loudest and beat on his chest the loudest, you supposed to believe his damn story, huh? And then you got the other one over there with 50,000 damn pictures cramped up on a goddamn 2x4 ass picture frame, talking about, well, if y'all wouldn't have focused on him, well, the ninja was the focal goddamn point. How could you not? Block yo daddy. The fuck out of here. This is not the day, troll. Come back another day. Actually, I gave my trolls, y'all got Friday. Now, had you come in here yesterday, I'd have let you sit in here and talk that chicken butt ass shit. But you missed that day. Fridays are troll days. Now you gotta go. You don't want to talk about that. Maybe because you missed all of that. Maybe that's what happened. You missed his acting now. Yeah, you missed him. But he act out. He showed his ass. And then we got a person out here sitting and saying, trying to tell the people, maybe if you'd have kept your focus off of him and then onto this bullshit. Maybe if she would have told him that you need to sit your ass down because you are putting too much bullshit out here in the air because he's angry in his feelings about, get this, Audra, because this is a big one. This is a big one. I'm finna do this like Fred Sanford, Elizabeth, I'm coming for you, motherfucking honey. Maybe had he set his ass down and stopped being so bitter and envy when he was out there grouped up with all these goddamn females. Now I have a question for you. You answer to me, why in the fuck could he not find him a bunch of group of ass men who were actually into advocating and doing all of the necessary political campaigning fucking shit for R. Kelly? What was his ninjas at? Fuck is he walking around with 50 goddamn women for? And then kissing ass, sucking up. I guess you must have missed that episode when he was downtown Chicago needing some money, looking for a cord for a fucking phone. Missed that fucking episode when he was in the courtroom with Sylvia to tell the judge some bullshit about with two phones, not one, Audrey, that my phones is dead. I got to go run and get my battery cord, and then come back here to tell you some bullshit about, well, Sylvia was scared. Sound like that was some scared chicken ass shit move to me. Because if you ready to go and you ready to prosecute and win your fucking case, you coming fully fucking loaded, no mistakes allowed. Fuck is you talking about? He come up in there talking about his phone. You know why they was dead? Because he was online coming to court feeding you and these other motherfuckers some bullshit, wasting his fucking battery. So you tell me what part of his life trying to prosecute Sylvia when he did that fucking court hearing was real to him, or was it for play? Because he came to play. I ain't the bitch, Audra, that you wants to fuck with. See, I don't have all the motherfucking intellect degrees that you people like to motherfucking talk, but I got impeccable fucking common sense and a dangerous motherfucking slang. That's how I fucking roll. Because it's people like you who think that you can come out here to manipulate, accuse this, string along that, tie this story to this story to this story to this story. Sit y'all fictional motherfucking asses down somewhere, because it's about motherfucking time that you do. It is. You don't know if you want to do this channel and this channel and this channel. Every channel you go on, you starting to sound like you speak motherfucking Spanish and Hebrew to me. Shut the fuck up. That's how I feel. Because I'm going to block you after this, but I'm going to get it all out before I do. And I actually don't never want to read or see anything because what you're going to do is make me come on here and do this shit every day just to tickle me in your terms, analogy, pink, bitch. And I don't turn pink when I laugh. I'm not high yellow. I actually kind of dim down a little bit to maybe a sugar honeycomb brown, bitch. Just so you know. But your comment was totally unnecessary. Your questions, you pointed them to the wrong fucking person. I don't know, don't care to know anything personal that deep about infamous Sylvia's life because I only came out here to announce and be a part of Free R. Kelly on the language, the storyline, the theatrical play that I seen that was aimed towards him, whether it was came from the government or it came from bad act witnesses and some of the ineffective fucking attorneys. See, I ain't that motherfucking dumb. See, I read. I have a whole motherfucking log down there based on what happened to R. Kelly and all of these other people's storylines, the parents, and so on and so forth. I didn't need nobody to put out their fucking story to try to convince me on anything about how I feel, about what I choose to say, and whom I choose to support. And I sure in the fuck don't need your fucking help. Especially with you trying to tell me about X did this and Y did this and Z did that. I don't give a fuck about your fucking theories and your stories about infamous Sylvia and her fucking personal life. I don't give a fuck about who she fucking, how she fucked them, who money she done took over out at the fucking TGIF. I don't give a fuck about the cars. I don't give a fuck about whether if Bookham pay her or not. That's her fucking problem. She go deal with that shit. Wasn't my car. Ain't my signature on a mother sucking thing. So why is Audrey so concerned about it? Why is Audrey so concerned about what the fuck Wisdom daughter put out? What if that happened to you? You want people to go dig up some more of your shit and come out here to humiliate? If you gonna roast, then you roast. But when you start digging and digging and digging like that on something that was so fucking irrelevant, as of today, I actually, as I was driving, strolling down my phone, Sylvia is on another live. So you tell me what the fuck did it do to her? Because it showed woke her up this, but she woke up this morning. I'm sure she ate today. I'm sure she probably took a ride in her car or clicked on her. She did all the normal shit that any person do every day. But so what did that story do to her? She already had haters, Audrey. What did she do? What did Wisdom daughter do with that fucking story that to tell you that, oh my God, she opened up this credit card, she opened up that one, she opened up that one, she opened up that one, she opened up that one. I'm sitting over here like, who gives a fuck? You trying to prove a point that Sylvia was part of one of the American people out here that failed to pay her fucking debt? How much, Audra, is the United States of America is in debt? Huh? How much? You want to bitch about something? Bitch about the overspending on the military and on any other fucking project and organizations that's going on out here that my motherfucking tax money and everybody else's out here is paying for because the United States of America keep creating motherfucking debt. Aren't they borrowing? Huh? Aren't they doing shit? You don't have an argument with them though, right? You know why? Because you couldn't win with them and America wouldn't give a fuck about what you saying. Understand that? Since you want to get so in deep with this shit and technical with this shit, go solve some shit that really fucking matter. I'll appreciate it, bitch. Get the fuck up off your ass and go tell them to chill on that fucking debt so my motherfucking interest rate can lower down. Huh? So I don't have to keep paying motherfucking 37 cents on a fucking loaf of bread. Do that shit. That's the shit that's important to me. Not know shit about what the fuck Sylvia debt was back in 2015 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19. I don't give a fuck if Sylvia went and married 20 motherfucking immigrants and they got in here. It ain't my motherfucking job, bitch. I don't have ICE tattooed nowhere the fuck on my head. Long as they just don't come rolling up the fuck in here and bother me. I don't give a fuck. But no, it's easy to pinpoint out this person and this person because of your fucking feelings and then pass judgment on some fucking body. Everybody falls on hardship from time to time. Everybody misuse money. Some people can't even get a fucking credit card. That woman sitting over there read off motherfucker about 20 fucking credit cards. I was like, well, damn, Sylvia. Sylvia, motherfucker, go ahead on, Sylvia. Sylvia's like, fuck that. Sylvia over there with $100,000 with a credit limit and burnt that shit up. But who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You ain't arguing about how these motherfucking people out here with all this fucking crack and shit that they selling or whatever walk on a car lot, drop 10 fucking bands and get a car. Ain't you mad about that? They getting it the easy fucking way. Ain't done work their way around the fucking system. You ain't mad about that? Fuck out of here. Asking me, am I her motherfucking gatekeeper? I ain't yours, his, hers, theirs, or none of that shit. I am my gatekeeper. And ain't no way that I would ever slip on gatekeeping my motherfucking ass to make that I don't get in no motherfucking trouble and fuel and fire and burn the fuck up. That's what I worry about. Me. When I pass away, die gone, it's me in the fucking casket. Not everybody else. It's me. That's it. That's it and that's all. And that's the problem with people like you, worrying about some shit that don't even fucking concern you. It only gives you something to yap about. And you sound stupid doing so. I hate to say that I hope they dig up your shit because I really don't. But I think that you need to feel part of that rapture of what's it like for somebody to do you, which they've done. Which they've done. We had to sit out here listening to you cry, boo-hooing. Okay, all right, y'all. Coda's getting ready to go out, y'all. She needs to go back being. Oh, that's tomorrow night. That's very beautiful. Oh, very nice, Coda. Yeah, I like it. All right, you look nice. Very nice. What? You better hurry up, because I'm about to eat. Yeah. And so you say, I was told that your haters will make it. It's true. Tawan, it's so true. It's so true. I agree. But, it's just crazy how, people think that some people are so just gullible and we're just stupid. No. And I've been living a lot longer than Audra. And you want to sit here and write me this I'm in my feelings fiction ass shit in the comments for what? Sylvia did the scamming. What you telling me for? I ain't the popo. That's Bookham. He the popo. He's the security. He the one sat on live with the guns and with the badge on his hat and on his t-shirt. What you telling me? Go make your goddamn complaint over there to him. Maybe he can get up off his ass and go do an arrest. Well, I think he might have tried that and nothing happened. He the one seems to think that every time he's going to court that it's going to be in his favor. When in fact, if you wasn't blind, it wasn't in his favor at the last court hearing with infamous Sylvia. It wasn't in his favor. It wasn't in her favor. They both lost. He come back out here like he was a big ass fucking winner. And he wasn't. He lost. He lost. She lost. Sylvia got to go home. He went home. What's the big? Excuse me. What was the big deal about it? What was the big deal about it? But no, he came out here to boast it as if that information, that the instructions that judge put out, I forgot her name, was only applying to Sylvia. When in fact she said both of y'all leave each other alone. That's what she said. Did he comply to that? No, he did not. He was the first one to come back out here to broadcast and show and remix what the judge was saying. And the only reason, Audrey, that he continues to do these type of things out here online is because his ass ain't got hit with the real bam bam stick in a court of law. But the way that he's going, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. And you know who it's going to cost? The people that follow him. Because those are the people that he's going to plead to and have his hand out for the idiotic shit that he does online. I'm not paying nobody who gets locked up or this or that. I'm not doing it. Wouldn't give you $2. And I'm sitting here watching all the clown shit that you done did. And now you out here to myself, well, I did it and it wasn't me. And she started and then oh well, I wouldn't do it. Well, we know that, right? But guess what happened? They don't even believe that. Those people don't believe that. They believe after he remixed the audio and replayed it and doing this, it was even a time out here, I don't know what video that's in, where Bookham literally said, remember when the information, what was it? Some information was dropped or whatever. I can't remember it clearly like that and verbatim, right? And then Bookham says, well, he did the same shit that Azarel did. He said almost the same shit that Azarel did. If y'all keep going and if y'all keep doing it, depends on y'all, then this is what's going to happen. Bookham said the same shit. The same shit. And I think had something to do with the one of the, let me see. It was the guy, I think that Randa and the lady called in on her that she got on the phone with the other guy. That I think was like his part of his managing or something like that. And he got mad about it. And then he gonna sit up there and say, well, if y'all doing this, well, you know what? Well, then screw it then. Well, then it's just gonna happen to R. Kelly. He said that shit. I heard him. And I'm not deaf. But she's sitting over here, typing shit on here, like she literally done seen it all. No, you're seeing what you want to see. And that's a half-ass fucking storyline. Because where I'm from, one person don't fight themselves. It took two of them to tangle, and they both rolled in the freaking mud. Bookham and Sylvia rolled in the mud with each other. If he ever had a problem about her showing up down there when he was doing that interview with Diggs, Gerald Griggs, or whatever his name is, right, then he should have said something. He should have ended that fucking live. But the fact that he showed up, Sylvia, they showed up together, they rolled together, they met that man down there together, then it is what the fuck it is. Now, it was all, since they got mad at each other, I'm going to make mockery about it. Oh, you see how Jim did, and it was because of him, and I should have said to that. Fuck all of that. Just forget it. Because you were together with her down there. Obviously, they planned it together to meet down there to have those interviews. But when they had the falling out, oh, it's disgruntledness now. See, she was in the way. She shouldn't have been there. She did that. Matter of fact, neither one of y'all shouldn't have been down there in that damn man's face, thinking that he's finna give y'all some freaking evidence or whatever to take back to use on your channel or this or that. And he's in there representing, who was it? Was it Jocelyn? Or parents or yeah, he down there with them. Like he finna tell y'all something. Booker remixed that whole freaking video, the audio with Don Russell and those parents calling in. He remixed that shit to put it out here. Guess who's pinning them all up on a 8x10 now? The storyline, this is what I heard. This is when I saw Don Russell come out here. He the one put all of these names of everybody that was out here that was around R. Kelly, finances, doing this and putting this story together. The Cheryl Max, this. He put all those names. Guess what? Got attacked by Booker. Got attacked. Booker only attacked him because Drunken Larry ended up pushing him. I believe every word Drunken Larry said on that. Don't know that nigga either. But I believed him that he had Booker doing everything that he wanted to do. I think that Booker did any fucking footwork into this situation with R. Kelly. Hell no. I believe that he took what everybody was giving him, saying to him, and put that shit together and put it out here just like I said on my live this morning, and I'm standing on that. I'm not taking that back. Yeah, Blockbender too. Blockbender too. But because everybody jumped ship, didn't want to ride along with him in the way he might have thought fitted with advocating for R. Kelly, he got angry. He's mad. Now here come this whole freaking actor. This actor. Now it's time to act. So Audra, cut it. Because there is a whole lot, a whole middle part, and probably beginning of this whole story of what went on out here with these people that you are just missing. You're missing it. And I get that you're trying to find it, but you are $1 late and a day short. You're short. It's over with. What's done is done between these freaking people. The only thing that they got left to do is exactly what they're doing. For the most part, when they come online, it's entertaining us. When they go inside these courtrooms against each other, they're entertaining them motherfucking selves because it's either him or her and her, or him and him, who goddamn storyline is on the fucking court system and the law and the raise your hand. It's for the judge now. It's between them. Ain't got nothing to do with us no more. Yeah, she's missing a lot. But don't you ever fix your mouth to sit here and tell me who the hell I gatekeep for. I gatekeep for me, my money, my kids, my life over here. Never have I came out here to be caught up in none of this stuff. And that is exactly why I have the channel that I do have. Why would I get caught up in this? Why would I lose my mind over this? Why would I jeopardize this over this or this or this or this or that? R. Kelly is a grown-ass man. R. Kelly caught a court case. R. Kelly had money to hire his attorneys for his defense. That's the level that I see fit for him, not a papoose getting engaged and to try to figure out who the hell he slept with on Monday and broke up with on Friday. I didn't give a fuck about that. I don't care what his property was. I didn't care about none of that. All I ever cared about was, did the law do this rightfully so against him, or did they not? That's the information that I want to find out. That's the information that I want to know. Was this an entirely miscarriage of justice against this man? And why him? Why the takedown of R. Kelly, not the motherfucking takedown of a Sylvia, not the fucking takedown of no fucking, well, Drunken Larry might have to stay up in there. Yes, he did. I can't. I can't drop him down. Nah, 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 nah. No, 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 no. I saw Sylvia downtown Chicago. Didn't look like she was stealing shit to me. Looked like she was just down there recording shit. And the reason why I can leave it right there is because I didn't make it my business to intrude inside of her business on in her space about what the fuck she was doing. I was minding my business. I knew why I was there, and whatever the fuck she was doing, I'm sure she was minding hers and doing what the fuck she was there for. I met Dr. Rogers. I met the sister downtown Chicago. I didn't ask them what the fuck they were doing there. I asked them to come. They did come. I asked him too, girls, can you guys please come and do the sport? They did come. Bookham had the Will guy out there, and a whole bunch of shit came out about Will. Ain't that his name? I think that's his name, right? Whole bunch of other shit. Seemed like the only people that he was involved with was all of the people that is allegedly was accused about being in the camp taking some shit. Don Russell wasn't there. He just all of a sudden appeared because he said he heard, I admit. But what about all of the other guys that Bookham says that he was around and he was there with and grew up with and played in the fucking sandbox and they changed each other motherfucking pamper? Yes, Don Russell got pissed off. I said that. Yes, he was wrong. In a sense, to him, to us, he was wrong. He turned on R. Kelly. Seemed like it was some misunderstanding or a bad proposition on a business fucking deal pertaining to money. He wanted it back. Wasn't coming back fast enough or never. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. But we all are out here envy and mad and bitter and upset because what we feel of how people treated R. Kelly. R. Kelly may not be able to read and to write, but goddamn it, he from Chicago and we born with common sense there, and he can use it. It don't take that much for a person to show you that you cannot trust every freaking body. So the question that you should be asking, maybe you can go ask R. Kelly, why did you trust all of these freaking people? Why? Go ask him. Because those are the people that allegedly ruined that man's life. Those are the people. You are here talking about, well, Sylvia's scamming. What about when his brothers come out and talk about what they took? What they have, what they took for, you talk about that. Because she wasn't the only person. People that actually grew with him was taking. R. Kelly told you out his own fucking mouth over at why he fired his brother, his own real blood brother. He's making the millions. What did his brother say? It was because R. Kelly wasn't being fair about this, and he wasn't paying us this, and he want to give us this, and he deduct this. And to my understanding, it's undermining the way R. Kelly chose to run his business. At that point, at that point, as he should have, you're fired. This is how I run my shit. I'm the fucking genius. I'm the expert. I'm the one making the millions. And I'm the one that deciding how I want to take care of you guys. They felt that it wasn't right. They felt that they were being cheated. Become envy, mad at their own brother. And you over there listen to somebody talking about he's a godson and his pappy. All about some fucking story because he sent him to college. Who gives a fuck? Because that didn't work out too well either. He sent them to college. I'm gonna ask you this $1 million fucking question too, Audra. He sent his godson to college. What the fuck have his godson done with all of that money that R. Kelly allegedly supposed to have put him to college with? What the fuck he gave back? Huh? What did he give back? Bought R. Kelly a car? Did he pay some of that motherfucking mortgages and shit over there on them fucking homes? Other than him being able to tell you the story about how the fuck R. Kelly house got robbed and how the fuck he know who did it and who was up in there. You think that he can find you another other story other than some shit that did happen to R. Kelly that pertained to him that he did for R. Kelly? Does he have any of those fucking stories? Did you really believe that fucking one day R. Kelly had the bird flew up in the fucking Homeland Suites up there in the penthouse, and he gave him some Tylenol and some nightclub, and me and who was that, Kip and all that, we went over to the nightclub and to get jiggy with it? Huh? With the girls over there that end up being some of the same, girls on the fucking show with Gloria Allred? Talking about some, well, he gave us a little weed and we was under the influence. The fuck out of here. Get out of here. Did you think that it was really necessary for your boy to be out here running all of these acting ass, goofy ass shows while his daddy is sitting up in there going through the worst time of his freaking life? Do you think that it was necessary for him to put himself in a position to even be out here falling out with people who were against what he was saying? No, he could have walked away and been back there and down there supporting his daddy. But he didn't. He chose to put a whole program together with thousands of skits in it. For what? For people to like him? To cater to him? Warm up to him? Huh? That all that was an underlay for the overplay of manipulate. You understand me? That's all it took. Kind of like whining and dining. But yet then you in my comments with a one-sided ass goddamn story. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Now, if you want my personal opinion like you asked, I'll give it to you before I end this live because I'm getting ready to eat, blow dry Coda's hair, and I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my evening watching Netflix and goddamn chill. And I'm going to have me a wine cooler while I'm at it, or maybe a bottle of wine. Shout out to that wine drinker, Randa. Fuck, they mean. Pop one open for you, girl. I love my wine. But if you really want to know the truth about what you're saying about this personal stuff with the Sylvia and or whatever, and I'll say it like I say, IDGAF all goddamn day. And it's the same way that I feel about a book on goddamn life and his storylines. IDGAF. It don't break me, it don't make me. I am an individual who protects minds, ride by myself, because I'm going to die by myself. That's it and that's all. So you can keep trying to play Cagney and Lacey and all them other detective ass fucking games that you keep trying to play. But if you ask me, they don't need to arrest you to put you over there back in jail. They need to arrest you under concerning of you having a whole fucked up mental disability or some shit going on. And you got to be stone crazy when you feel that you can freely just be out here calling people some type of informant and an informant and an informant and an informant and an informant. Sit your ass down with that shit. You need to chill with that shit. It's not cool and it's not cute at all. You don't know none of these people, just like I don't know them. Have I met? Yes, several of them. I am honored to have never met a Bookham in my entire life. Ever. You don't want to run the story about his godson over there humping this girl 16 times. That's what they said the number was, right? This is the girl who somewhere got placed in this fucking story, Jasmine, right? Took a road trip to go see the man that allegedly she admired, which was R. Kelly. Come on the whole podcast show, talking with a Shabazz about how she sat on R. Kelly's lap and he told her how cute her lips was. But the godson chose to jug her out. He didn't have no respect at all that she had this infatuation for his pappy. So he goes around his pappy's back because he was horny and screwed this girl. Isn't that double crossing, backstabbing his daddy? Isn't that isn't that the weirdest shit ever? It's like, oh, I can't mess with you. You like my daddy. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't care at all. And then the argument that came about with him and Dr. Rogers is because she heard the whiff of the story. She decided to get involved. You do know that she did work for the Department of up in there. But when she came out to put her badge out and this is out, she got doxxed. Her story comes out about some sexual relations or whatever with the particular inmates. But trust me, so Sylvia, ain't the first one that done dug some. They all done dug some shit out here about people's personal issues. They did. You know what happened with Dr. Rogers behind that? Went on, bought a fucking house, built it up, filled it up, and living in it. It just gave everybody something to talk about. He got involved with the Dr. Rice. He got involved with the Dr. Rogers. He got involved with the sisters. He got involved with him too. He got involved with this group over here. He got involved with that. You know why? To build himself a character out here, to portray to everybody that he is somebody like Dr. King. However, Dr. King was somebody, and that ninja ain't shit. And you can call his daddy and tell him I said that. Because if that's who he chose to have out here saying that he's his godson, then something's got to be wrong, definitely, with the Robert Sylvester Kelly. It's got to be wrong. You need my glasses, R. Kelly. But however, I know in my heart and how I feel about it and the stories that I've been watching that shit ain't true. So I don't care. Especially after you hear R. Kelly calling everybody some type of relations. Cousin, that's his bro, that's his uncle, that's his, all that shit. So who gives a shit? I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. I am going to go and enjoy the rest of mine. Happy weekend to everybody. Stay safe out there. And Audra, miss me with the BS. And you're blocked. Have a good night, y'all. Bye-bye.